And this is the fake Madeleine McCann. She keeps popping up, doesn't she? Julia Wandelt. So she's appeared in court again, along, as I say, with her sidekick, Karen Spragg, who's 62 and should know better. So fake Madeleine McCann is denied bail. So this is really what happened. She appeared in court, I think it was on Friday, with Karen Spragg, and for some reason, much as I don't believe for a minute that Julia is Madeleine McCann, I do believe she should be stopped from stalking the McCann family. But I'm not. I thought it was quite sort of, dramatic to keep her in prison. Is that really right? Stalking's a terrible thing. I know that more than anybody. I was stalked years ago. It's horrible. Can't even explain how it feels. It's very scary. You feel very vulnerable, and I'm not against her being arrested for stalking. And just seems a bit dramatic keeping her in prison, but she's probably a flight risk because, of course, she doesn't live in the UK. She lives in Poland. She's going all the way to the UK to do her stalking. She landed at Bristol Airport and was immediately arrested, along with Karen Spragg, who was then released, but since then she's been charged. But she is not being held in custody, maybe because she is a UK resident, I suppose. And they don't think that she's a flight risk, whereas Julia is a flight risk, of course. So Julia is charged or accused of, and charged with, I think, Kate, Jerry, Sean and Amelie. So not only Kate and Jerry, but the twins, between January the 3rd, 2024 and February the 15th this year. And there she is, of course, she's all over social media. She's got her little fan base as well. She's got YouTubers who, just use her for clicks on their platforms. I feel for Julia. I think she's definitely got some mental health issues, but she's just got to pack it in. That's what I think. This part of me doesn't understand why the McCanns don't just do a DNA test and just get it over with. But I think I know the answer to that, because they sort of want the mystery to continue, really, in a way. But I think, you know what I think, my opinion, Jerry and Kate know exactly that Julia is not their daughter. They don't need to do a DNA test. But though the DNA tests that have been done so far do not prove that she is Madeleine. She's not Madeleine. She just isn't. And but anyway, there you go. There's people out there who think she is or she might be, and everyone's got their views. So a 23-year-old Polish national accused of stalking the family of Madeleine McCann has been refused bail. So she's been refused bail. She made an unsuccessful 15-minute bail appeal through a lawyer acting on her behalf in an application at Leicester Crown Court on Friday. Now, the judge has ruled that no details from the bail application can be reported, and trial is prepared for April the 22nd. And I think they're both going to be tried, both her and Karen, a very unfortunate name, but perhaps appropriate, Karen Spragg. They're going to be tried together, I think, or on the same day, on April the 22nd. We're going to have a look at Karen now in a minute. So Wandelt from Lubin in southwest Poland, and also known as Julia Wandelt, did not attend the hearing in prison, but is understood to have followed the proceedings via a prison video link. So this is previous artist impressions of her. So yeah, she's accused of stalking Kate, Jerry, Sean and Amelie between January the 3rd, 2024 and February the 15th, 2025, and she's alleged to have attended the family home in Leicestershire on May the 2nd and December the 7th last year. Oh, so they're living in Leicestershire now. So, or maybe they always were, I don't know. But I don't know where they live. I don't want to know where they live. She should not go to their home, because people should feel safe in their home. So she's also accused of sending a letter, calls, voicemails and WhatsApp messages to Kate and Jerry McCann, and sending Amelie and Sean Instagram messages between January the 3rd and December 29th last year. So meanwhile, this 60-year-old woman was due to appear on Friday as well, charged as part of an investigation. So let's have a look at her. I think she's going ahead to trial, but as far as I know, she has not been remanded in custody. Now, we're going to see on this video, she took a bag with her just in case, so she was obviously not sure whether she would be remanded in custody or not. And just one thing I want to say, we've seen the way she's dressed. I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, though she's similar age to me. You go to court dressed like that in Crocs and a pink tracksuit. I mean, come on, you're going to court, woman. And there she is. I wonder if she's sorry now about the stalking. I just can't imagine what would possess someone to go to their house. Whatever you think about the McCanns, of course, they were wrong to leave 3 kids on their own. Whatever you think about what happened to Madeleine, why would you go to somebody? Look, she looks like she's in her pajamas. Looks like she's off to bed. Going to court. No, is it me? It's just, old-fashioned. Hang on. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. But to me, you go to court, you dress, respectfully. God, these bloody things keep coming up. Hang on. Yeah, it just looks like she's, taking the dog for a walk, or just about to go to bed, or I don't know, in your just at home, like watching Netflix. The state of it, in the Crocs and everything. Is it me being old-fashioned, or do I, why hasn't she got some proper smart clothes on if she's going to court? Anyway, she's going to face, I don't think she was remanded in custody, though she took a bag with her just in case, by the look of it. Got a spare pair of Crocs in there. See, I can't feel sorry for these, because the thing is, they've courted attention. They want attention. They've stalked the McCanns. Now they're getting a little bit of taste of what it's like to get some negative attention. And again, whatever you think about the McCanns, don't think about the McCanns. They've certainly had a lot of unwarranted attention over the years. Madeleine is probably the most famous missing person case ever. Everybody knows about Madeleine McCann. Don't matter which part of the world you're in, people know about her. And the McCanns have sort of gone through that, and then they've got these fools, going round to their house. Wonder if she had her pajamas on then and her Crocs. Honestly, just to me, you don't appear in court like that. Anyway, but she's she's not like me, and I'm not like her, thank God. Looks like she couldn't be bothered getting ready. That's me when I'm walking the dogs, definitely. That's definitely me when I'm walking the dogs. So that was the other thing I wanted to tell you about. That's an ongoing story. 22nd of April will probably be when we get the next update. I think the thing is, Julie Wandelt, she just went too far in the end, didn't she? She all this claiming she was Madeleine. And, you know, to be fair to her, I think she was hung out to dry by YouTubers who've just, you know, with this sort of figurative assault, you know, just passing her around, like using her to tell her story, to get them clicks, etc., to get them views. And not really caring about Julia. If you really cared about Julia, you would get, you know, say to her she needs to go and get some help. She is not Madeleine McCann. She's pretended to be several different people. Madeleine McCann wasn't the first one, but she's just gone with that because that's given her the most notoriety, hasn't it, than the others. So, you know, hi, Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Oh, the world's mad, isn't it? It's just, you know, there's a lot of serious things obviously happening, but things like this, you just think there are a lot of, you know, it's just, you can never underestimate people and the things that they will do. Do you know? And think, oh, no, because you wouldn't do it. You can't imagine why someone's done something. You know, there are a lot of Fruit Loops out there